Hello, thanks for visiting the LifeSource Mortgage YouTube channel. My name is Shawn, and today I'll be talking about the 2022 reverse mortgage limits, as well as the 2022 reverse mortgage max claim amount, as well as how that translates into the maximum loan amounts in 2022 for reverse mortgage. Keep in mind that there are two types of reverse mortgages these days. I'll be talking a little bit about both. Starting out with the FHA reverse mortgage, and then of course the jumbo reverse mortgage from there. Before I dive into that, I'm just going to kind of give you a little bit of insight in terms of how it works with the loan amounts in general, how they're decided, etc. So with a regular conventional loan, FHFA announced a couple months back that the maximum loan amounts for most of the country would be $647,200. And then of course you have some high cost states, some high cost counties, etc. And the way it works is for the high cost counties, the maximum loan amount will be 1.5 times that amount, 1.5 times 647,200 or 970,800. The way it works with a reverse mortgage, the Hecm max claim amount is just set nationwide at 970,800. But does that mean that you can actually borrow that much with an FHA reverse mortgage? No, it does not. I'll explain further how that works, okay? So with an FHA reverse mortgage, you can borrow a percentage of your home's value, all right? Your actual loan amount would be just a percentage of your home's value, and it changes with every passing year. The point of entry is 62 for a reverse mortgage, as you may well know, and it increases a little bit with every passing year. I'm not going to go over every age bucket, but I'll give you a little bit of insight. So at age 62, and this does change weekly, you can borrow about 45% of your home's value, all right? And then at age 69, you can borrow about 50%, whereas it caps out at age 96 and you can borrow about 75% of your home's appraised value. So what does that mean? Let's say you're 69, since the numbers are real easy, you can borrow half basically. If your home is worth 100,000, that means you can borrow 50,000. If it's worth 200,000, that means that you can borrow 100,000. So the Hecm max claim amount, all that really is that is the maximum appraised value that FHA will consider with a reverse mortgage. So the max claim amount is 970,800 in 2022. It doesn't mean you can actually borrow that amount, but remember, you can borrow a percentage of the appraised value. So if your home is worth 970,800 and you're age 69 and can borrow half of that, that basically means you can borrow about 485,000. All right. Now on the other side of the coin, a 62-year-old that has a house that's worth 970,800 or more can borrow, again, 45%, which would translate into 436,000 for their maximum loan amount. Of course, the house has to be worth 970,800 or more. And then on the opposite side of the age spectrum, a 96-year-old, as you might remember, I said can borrow about 75% of their home's appraised value. And what that translates into in dollars and cents, if a 96-year-old has a home worth 970,800 or more, their maximum actual loan amount is 728,000. So if these loan amounts aren't big enough to cover what you owe, then you may be eligible for a reverse mortgage. If your jumbo reverse mortgage, that is, if your home is worth 970,800 or more. Now, what's the maximum loan amount that you can borrow with a jumbo reverse mortgage? It's basically, you said it, $4 million. And with some investors, you can get an exception and go as high as $6 million. So that's basically it. You know, if you're looking at the FHA reverse mortgage, the maximum loan amount you can borrow is going to be around 436,000 if you're age 62. On the other side of the age spectrum, it'll cap out at 728,000 for a 96-year-old. And again, it just sort of rises a little bit with every passing year in terms of how much you can borrow versus your home's value. Thank you for stopping by the channel. If you want to get any information about any kind of loan or reverse mortgages, our info is down in the description below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you could, please be so gracious to just give us a like and subscribe. That way you can be alerted when we put out our new video. Again, reach out if you want to find out about a reverse mortgage. We'd love to hear from you. Take care.